Once upon a time, there was a dude named Gottoms. So, Gottoms was friends with this old midget dude named Potshul. He was also friends with a nine dude named Arabellum. So, one day, Gottoms and his little X-Saber buddies were chilling on Dual Terminal World. And then, the worms showed up. And the worms fucked up the X-Saber shit. Now they're all dead and stuff, and Gottoms is like, wow, my team sure sucks. I'm gonna go find new ones. Gottoms is like walking around and he sees a big open meadow. Then he comes across Vorse Raider. He's like, hey Vorse Raider, all my buddies got their ass kicked by a bunch of worms. I need some help to beat these worms. You down? And Vorse Raider was like, what do I get in return? Gottoms is like, I'll give you this red cape. And then Vorse Raider was like, okay, I'm in. So he finds himself a town on the horizon, and he's like, oh damn, I bet I can recruit some people on my team. So he goes off in the city, and he looks around, and he sees a little blonde boy/girl, and he's playing with the whip. He's like, damn, I see some potential. And he goes over and he's like, hey kid, my friends got beat up by some worms, and I need some help beating those worms. You down? Wilhelm Light's like, oh, what do I get in return? Gottoms is like, I'll give you this red cape. Wilhelm Knight's like, okay, I'm down. So then Gottoms is like, hey Wilhelm Knight, is there anyone in this town that might want to join our team? Wilhelm Knight's like, yeah, there's a guy named Faltrell. He's pretty badass. So then Gottoms is like, okay, where can I meet this Faltrell guy? Wilhelm Knight's like, I'll just take you to him. So they go meet up with Faltrell. Gottoms is like, hey, I heard some good things about you. Faltrell's like, yeah? So what? Gottoms like, check it out. All my friends got beat up by some worms, and I'm trying to put together a new crew to go fuck these worms up. You down? Faltrell's like, what do I get in return? Gottoms is like, I'll give you this red cape. Faltrell's like, okay, I'm down. So now it's getting kind of late, and Gottoms is like, okay, I don't think there's anyone in this town that's gonna help me anymore. So I'm gonna go find a new town. So he goes off wandering and he finds himself in a forest. He's like, damn, sure is scary out here. And then, out of nowhere, a bear attacks out of the bushes. Some sort of animal. I don't know what it is. It might be a dog. I don't know. Gottoms beats the shit out of it, and he kills it. Just destroys him. He's dead, and like a few seconds later, the bear's soul animal thing, whatever, pops up, and the bear's like, oh man, you killed me. And Gottoms is like, my bad. So, check it out. You were pretty strong when we fought. The bear's like, yeah? So? What? Gottoms is like, I'm trying to recruit some strong dudes to beat up some worms. Dark Soul's like, alright, what do I get if I join your team? Gottoms is like, I'll give you this red cape. And the dog was like, I do look pretty snazzy in a red cape. I'll help. Now Gottoms is like, alright, I got a couple of dudes. I think I'm pretty good. So he's like, well, time to go home. So he starts walking, and then he hears a crunch. And then he's like, oh crap, what was that? So he looks down, and he sees a little grasshopper. And the grasshopper's like, aw man, that really hurt. And Gottoms is like, my bad, I didn't see you down there. And the grasshopper's like, it's alright, I get stepped on a lot. Gottoms is like, now I feel bad. Tell you what, I've been recruiting people all day to come help me beat up these worms. So, how would you like to join my crew? Grasshopper's like, what do I get in return? Gottoms is like, I'll give you this red cape. Grasshopper's like, alright, I'll help you. So, bam, he's got 5 new people, as well as the midget and the Wolverine on his team. And he's like, alright, we're gonna go fuck up these worms. The end.